I think the labels we tend to use, the things we identify with, and the names we give ourselves so that other people know who we are, that kind of name or label. We pick the one thing that predominates our thinking about who we are, about our role and our place in this world. And it's one that we identify with the most often. And it's solidified through our experiences. So I kind of just wanted to share like the closest thing I could come up with, because I really don't like names or labels. And yet I do, because if you can think of something, it should be authentic to you and relate most intimately to the true essence of who you are at the soul spirit level, which is the purest spirit, which can be beyond words or definition or form. So I tend to identify most strongly there, but that can become lonely, just meditating. And even when I'm awake in my daily life, I don't lose a sense of that deepest element of myself, because it's very intimate and felt as an energetic expression that courses through me. And I become but a receiver of that energy and that influence that's acting upon me from both inner and outer realms and dimensions. And in that sense, rather than trying to identify as a word or to even try to describe something beyond words to others who may not relate in any way, the closest way I can identify is by telling people that I am a bridge, I'm a medium, I'm an in-between. I'm very unpredictable, chaotic, and yet a bridge is solid and secure. And yet the distance and the depth that bridge crosses to bridge realms or worlds, dimensions, what you actually need to cross over on that bridge with that being. But in my case, if you're working with me, I'm always working with people who are crossing bridges, or they're needing a bridge to migrate. Either physically, they might be dying, so in that way I'm like someone who would be there at the bedside at someone's death. I don't know the name of that person, but someone dealing with the death and burial and the ceremonial aspects of death and rebirth, and these sort of things. I definitely relate to that role in society. Someone dealing with a death or a birth, midwife, or someone dealing with the dying of the old. So I work within the extremes of polarities of creation and destruction, dying, death. So a bridge is that. They are the middle way. They are the gateway between life and death, between being and non-being, between identification with form and the void of nothingness. They can be either or both or neither. A bridge can also be seen as a tree. A tree is a bridge between the earth and the sky. A bridge connects to both realms, to both worlds, to both universes, the inner and the outer. The bridge is very unbiased. They see through multiple perspectives, through multiple avenues and pathways. Like a tree has many branches. A person who is a bridge is strengthened by this. And that's what enables them to reach higher, to cross more distance, is because they have these different aspects. And even within that tree, within that bridge, there's always more than one soul or spirit working together. There's spirit families, soul families, or groups who are like roots or branches of that tree. And they are all working together as a bridge between worlds to connect human beings to the other side. And ultimately, as a bridge, we don't want to only experience people fearing death when really death is just a bridge. And that is why I'm associated with death. I help people across that chasm or that ocean of fear they might have, or whatever it is they feel separates them from the source or their true origins, which is love. Every bridge ultimately brings you back to source, back to yourself, back to love, back to your soul family, creates the true connection